So, quick update. I did do the podcast earlier this morning. So it was supposed to be a 45-minute session. After going through some technical difficulties and whatnot, we got it through. So she did stop recording before we officially ended our interview session, because we continued talking to each other for like 20 minutes after the podcast. She really liked talking to me. I liked talking to her. She was great. I spoke with Dokshi. I believe that's how it's pronounced based on the description that she sent me. So yeah, her podcast is Rich Life Plan. Rich Life Plan. I believe it's Rich Life Plan. I could be wrong. But yeah, so I interviewed with her. So total, I ended up talking to her for over an hour. I was compensated. If you had any questions about that, she sent me through Zelle, whatever. So it was fun. It was really fun talking to her and everything, to get personal and stuff. I also did, I think, decide on what audition song I'm going to be singing for my audition next month. I think I'm going to sing I Will Prevail from Wonderland. So I'm really good at practice, and I have to relearn how to read sheet music, so I'm asking my son for help with that. I also did try covering my tattoo. So I haven't received the actual liquid foundation from Dermablend. So I used the stick, but I used color correction. I used another yellow color correction because I'm very yellow, I'm very light. I used setting powder, the Dermablend setting powder, and then I put the stick on top, more setting powder, I primed, I used setting spray. So I wanted to practice too because I have my headshot, my photo shoot tomorrow, so I wanted to practice and test out the products. I definitely need a lighter color, but the liquid foundation that I ordered for tattoos for the face and body is lighter. So this was, I think, the closest color to me in stick form. So I'm excited to see how that'll look together. And the stick is more for retouching, but I'm using it tomorrow because I ordered it through Amazon, but the liquid foundation won't be in until Monday, and my photo shoot is tomorrow, which is Sunday. So I also did order some long sleeves for my headshots tomorrow and for auditioning or whatnot. And then I also applied to a game show. It takes place in Atlanta, Georgia. It's supposed to be 1 day of shooting, end of July, beginning of August. I'll still be compensated if I get chosen for shooting, and they're supposed to pay for travel and stuff, but I don't know when I'll hear back from it. I mean, it might even be last minute, so I'm hoping I get chosen for that. Winner for that game show is 20. The winner takes home 20 grand, which I could use towards my surgery, or yeah, I can use that towards my surgery and whatnot. So just an update. I'll probably post. I want to post it before, but I'll definitely record myself after my audition next month. Okay. So I just sang in front of my fiance for the first time ever. We've been together for 14 years. And I was 14, he was 16 when we got together. And I actually sang in front of him. I think that was my initial fear in pursuing all of this. So I did finally sing in front of him. After warming up, I spent half hour warming up. But I sang the end of I Will Prevail from Wonderland to him. My voice did crack, and it was really, really shaky the first time I sang it to him, but I did sing it again. I sang it to him twice, him and my son, but my son's heard me sing. But I sang in front of him the first time with music, the second time without music, and I did so much better. And I think I just need to be I need to be more comfortable around my family and close circle. But yeah, I was trying to focus on doing my work. I have a final due by Monday. It's Saturday night, and I have a 5 to 7 minute presentation due by Monday before class. And I couldn't focus on working on it because I just was stuck. Like, I have to step out of my comfort zone and perform. So I did, and it was great, and it was a lot. It was a lot of inner turmoil. I really overthought it. It wasn't so bad as I thought it was going to be, and I also made an appointment for a free consultation on laser tattoo removal, because if I'm going to be doing this, I want at least this one removed. I have makeup on, so you can't really see it too well, but I at least want that one removed. Definitely lightened. For now. No, I didn't listen to him. He told me not to get it because he told me, well, you never know what you're going to do later in life. And here I am later in life. And mind you, I just got this tattoo like 2 years ago. So it's pretty new. But I made a free consultation appointment for, let's say, May 13th. I want to go over pricing and see how much it is, so I can at least get this one removed or lightened. I think that'll help me out a lot. But the other ones I don't care for, because on my arm I could just wear like a nude sleeve or long sleeve. But my concern is this one, and it's pretty large. This one goes behind my ear. So it's a pretty big tattoo. Okay, a little update. So it's Sunday. I'm getting ready for my headshots, and getting pretty close to the time. I had scheduled that for 2. Because I have to come back and work on my assignments. I have a lot of math assignments. I gotta submit my final. But anyways, so just got this. I was expecting this tomorrow, so I'm gonna try it. This is the Dermablend Leg and Body Makeup Buildable Liquid Body Foundation. So I'm gonna use this for my neck and see how much it covers. I hope it covers a lot, because this is what it was planning on mainly using if I need to cover this up for the time being. So hopefully this works well. So this is how I look before I do my hair. My hair's a mess. I haven't even washed my face. It's 2 o'clock. I woke up at 12 because I stayed up very, very late to do my assignments, because it's finals week. This week and next week are finals week. So I've been stressing. So anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna get ready. This is how I look before. I'm gonna take care of my skin and cover my tattoo. Dude, look how moisturized my face is now after I do my face care. It's very dewy. I'm in a car. I'm on my way to get my headshots. Problem. My tattoo is visible. It keeps, even though I used a lot of products and I used the setting powder that they recommended, I used the Dermablend setting powder, it's still creasing, it's still very cakey. So that's definitely a problem. So luckily I have my consultation for my tattoo removal in next week on Wednesday. So I'm definitely gonna have to consider it, because this is a pain. Even if the first session, I know it's not going to obviously remove it. I would need multiple sessions. I definitely need to at least lighten it, so this wouldn't be a problem. Okay, so I'm recording this way right now because I am driving home. Just did my headshots. Guy was really, really nice. I was in and out, like literally like 5 minutes. Really quick, really easy. So for him, it was $25. I paid in advance. $25 for 6 photos. He chose the photos for me, and he sent them digitally so I could print them out. So I went ahead and did that. We went through, of course, all the poses and stuff. I decided to wear blue. I feel like it suits me. I did ask my fiance earlier, and he was like, blue? I was like, because I'm like, well, what color do you think suits my features, accentuates my feature? And he's like, blue? I'm like, no, like, you mean it. He's like, well, I don't know. Well, I'm like, okay, whatever. So I decided to go blue. I decide, I can't really. Dermablend is great. I did color correction and everything. The problem is that my tattoo is so large on my neck, and it's such in a weird place because it's right where the neck creases that it's just so awkward and it keeps creasing, and it's just I think I've already sent. I made like 2 videos, or I don't know, I didn't do that. Anyways, I need to take care of this neck tattoo because I didn't listen to my fiance, and he told me not to get it, and I wanted to be a rebel, and I got it anyways, and look where I am now. Now I'm struggling to cover it up. Whew. So, anyways, headshots are done. Hopefully now, because I do have a backstage account. I know it's not as big as Actors Access, which I do have an account for that too. But I like the ease of backstage, and it's more local, which is more what I need because I don't have any experience. Since I don't have any experience, I'm choosing to do more local things, and I've been keeping an eye out. I applied for 3 local commercials, but I haven't heard back. I don't think I'm going to hear back because I just don't have any experience. And what I have on my profile are not actual headshots. It's just what I took. They're not selfies, but it's just what I took at home by myself. So, yeah. But anyways, dude was nice. Dude was really, really nice. He walked me through it very easily. And yeah, he did give me another extra shot, like an action type shot. I decided to. He was like, "Well, whether you smile or not, it's totally up to you." He goes like, "It calls back or responses back, or it's like, hey, I realized I was smiling." It's like, well, it's like that's on you, you know. So I decided to smile for most of them, except the action shot. I'm actually showing my teeth. So yeah, and then I did accidentally take his phone. I thought it was my phone. It was actually his phone. So he thought it was funny, but whatever. So yeah, I'll probably put my headshots on here to show you. We'll go from there. Okay, so I'm recording this way again, because I'm driving. I just got out of work. So I spoke with the visual arts advisor for my local community college, and I just want to give you guys my thoughts on all that. And so yeah, of course I can switch to visual performing arts. Problem is that most of the classes are taken during the day, and I work, so I probably have to give up CNA work, which isn't a big deal for me because I don't like being a CNA. But so there's good and bad. I guess the bad thing is that I'd have to leave my current job, go elsewhere, which I think I have enough customer service experience where I could get a remote customer service job overnight. I've already looked into it a few months ago and stuff. There are a lot of job openings for overnight call center representatives or whatnot that I could work remotely for. So that's always an option too, just to get me by, just to get a regular income that's not too low. And I think that's, if I find something remotely, that it'll work. Because even if I continue pursuing engineering, physics, astronomy and stuff, eventually I'd probably have to go part-time or find another job, which I already spoke with my fiance about. So regardless, it was only a matter of time, especially since I'm almost done taking all my prereqs. And long term, I don't know if I want to transfer to ASU. I don't know if I want to transfer to university
really want to do. And especially since making a huge jump, a huge switch from a STEM field to performing field, like that's a huge shift. Big difference. I won't be able to do a double major or anything like that anymore, and it's scary to me because it's like there really isn't a stability unless I make a name. But in order to make a name for myself, I mean, I have to put in the work, which is fine. I think it's the same as putting in all these hours of studying and homework anyways to get, you know, to get a good job in engineering, STEM, or physics, or, you know, even when I wanted to be a neurosurgeon or a doctor or whatever, you know, I would still have to put in the work regardless, whatever my route was. Problem is that everything I want to get into is just so time consuming. Everything that I want to get to now, switching to visual performing arts, and then even what I wanted to do before, even since high school, you know, it's just all so time consuming. So, but the good thing is that in the fall, I was planning to do full-time school with a lot of extra homework. So, but I would have to switch. Instead of doing evening classes, I'd have to do day classes. So I'd have to find an evening or a night job. And I'd probably have to work weekends. And my current thought in all that is, if I do that, idiots. So my current thought on that is, like, if I do that, do I want to transfer to university, or should I just put in my work at the community college for the next year and a half? Because I basically already completed a semester of college and I took all the prereqs I was supposed to take anyways. So do I just push through for the next year and a half and just stop going to college and just pursue acting and just go to all these auditions, find an agent, do all these things, you know? It's like, it's kind of up in the air. And that's the thing with all this. It's such a huge risk, and it's not stable. It's not stable unless I can find a really stable job, which I have. So my thought is like, okay, so I'm gonna replace my stable job with something more emotionally rewarding, but not financially rewarding. I do have my fiance, which the woman I was talking to for the podcast, she says, well, you've had 10 years to build a foundation, to do what you want to do. Like, yeah, I did. But now I'm going to make choices, and it's going to impact the rest of my life. I mean, maybe not the rest of my life, but definitely in the next 5 years. And it's just I see it as a huge risk, because I'm a very logical person, and the numbers aren't adding up unless I somehow make a name for myself, and I just don't know if I'm able to. I mean, I could continue. What I could also do is, luckily we have the internet too, I could just continue applying for auditions, and if I get chosen, go film and take it from there. I could do that, but just everything, it's just a huge risk right now.
Sorry, though, I'd be very sick right now, and I went to work and I went to school and I'm bleeding, but I did get my headshots in, which I'll show you in a bit. I got my headshots in, and then which came out nice. I mean, I do look a little bad, but that's okay. Maybe I'll hang it over, whatever. But I did lose more weight. I'm now down to 151, and I was very, very bloated in that picture because I've been bleeding. I had endometrial biopsy about a week and a half ago. So a little life update too. I'm also gonna have a hysterectomy. August 11th. I have applied to quite a few things. I have an Actors Access account, I have a Backstage account, so I've been applying to everything that I can that fits my description, qualities, and whatnot. So I've been applying. So I'll also show my headshots.
Okay, y'all. So these are my headshots. I like this one the most. And the other ones, I really like them. I mean, it was my first time. You can see I'm pretty chubby. My belly hangs over. But I really like how these turned out. And these are the 4 that I liked the most. He sent me 7 that he liked and edited. And I really did like how my tattoo isn't really showing. Okay, so don't mind the red nose. I'm still very, very sick. But I actually called off for work today. And I'm planning on not going to class today. I feel like absolute crap. But anyways, I am planning on posting some personal vlogs on here. Also. So instead of just updating about acting and stuff, I'm also planning on putting some vlogs here and there. If we go on vacation or whatever, try to ease up the load, because I realize that posting once a week is manageable if I have something else to talk about too, especially since I'm just starting out and I don't have any gigs or anything. I've been applying all week. I've been applying for voiceovers, UGCs, user generated content. I've been applying for local productions, local commercials and all that. I haven't gotten anything. So, which I knew going into this was I'm going to have a lot more no's than yes. So, to make up for that, for the weeks I can't really update too much. And also I'm trying to balance, college, work, and all of that. I'm trying to balance everything. So, to balance it, I will be uploading vlogs. Just to balance everything out. So I think I mentioned too about work. I might have to work night shift. So I might have to, but then I realized my surgery's coming up. I'm having a hysterectomy in August. So with that in mind, I'm not gonna be able to find a job anytime soon. I mean, not within the next few months anyways, because I have to get my surgery and I need my insurance to cover whatever they're gonna cover. Right now I currently owe $500, but that's for just a surgeon fee. That doesn't include the hospital fee or the anesthesiologist fee or anything like that. So it is outpatient, but I do need my insurance to cover it because it's a pretty big surgery. They're literally removing organs. And speaking of vlogs, I am planning on making a separate video about my hysterectomy and whatnot and why I'm getting it done, this and that. But yeah, I'll probably be updating you guys about my personal life too. And that way that gives you all a chance to really get to know me and this and that. I already have 2 subscribers. Woo! So yeah, but just so you guys get to know me better and just so I could update you guys. Oh, so I forgot to mention too that oh my gosh, I can't think. This is why I got that at work. That I do have an appointment with the visual performing arts director on Tuesday. We're gonna discuss what classes I actually do need to take and stuff. And I had told them that I was interested in musical theater. But looking over the classes, I don't know, and my surgery coming up and everything, all these different elements, I might not end up pursuing musical theater. I might just end up doing like theater. So get a visual performing arts degree, but with an emphasis in theater and not musical theater. As much as I want to, I don't think that's very doable, if that makes sense. I feel like I'll have more flexibility with theater versus musical theater, especially since I have a family, I have a job, and
I am older. I'm 29. And I just think it's more feasible. It'll be much more easier to manage overall, especially since if I'm going to be taking musical theater type classes like dance and stuff in the fall. Um, and I'm having my surgery on August 11th. I'm going to be down for 6 weeks too, which I forgot to mention to the advisor when we had our phone appointment. So I definitely need to bring it up to the director Tuesday when I speak to him in person that I do have surgery. So maybe not push for musical theater, but maybe with an emphasis in theater to allow more flexibility. So I'll talk to him about that.